Welcome to Bike Extraction, the home of deep dive motorcycle stories, reviews, and untold details from the world of two wheels. If you've ever dreamed of a cruiser that blends classic American style with Japanese reliability, the Kawasaki Vulcan 800 might be the sweet spot you've been looking for. This midweight machine from the late 90s and early 2000s has quietly earned cult status among riders who value simplicity, comfort, and timeless design. It's not about speed or flash, it's about that low rumble, chrome sparkle, and the feeling of the open road. The Vulcan 800 first rolled out in the mid-90s, part of Kawasaki's push to take on Harley-Davidson and Honda's Shadow series. It brought a classic cruiser silhouette with a teardrop fuel tank, deeply balanced fenders, and a low-slung seat that screamed custom right from the factory. At first glance, it looks heavier than it is, but this bike is surprisingly nimble once you're on the move. At its heart lies an 805 cubic centimeters liquid-cooled V-twin engine, tuned for smooth torque rather than top-end power. It delivers around 56 horsepower and 47 lb-ft of torque, plenty for easy highway cruising or relaxed city rides. The 5-speed gearbox shifts cleanly, and the chain drive keeps things simple and direct. Riders love how the Vulcan 800 feels, steady, predictable, and never intimidating. Kawasaki built this engine around reliability. The liquid cooling helps maintain consistent performance even on long summer rides, while the single overhead cam design keeps maintenance costs down. With regular oil changes and carb cleanings, these engines can easily cross 50,000 miles without major issues. It's the kind of bike that rewards care and punishes neglect, just like a classic cruiser should. One of the strongest appeals of the Vulcan 800 is its ride comfort. The low 27.6-inch seat height and layback handlebars create a relaxed riding posture that suits short or tall riders alike. The uni-track rear suspension, combined with a soft front fork, smooths out rough roads. For riders who spend long hours in the saddle, the comfort level is impressive for a bike of its age. Aesthetically, the Vulcan 800 nails the classic cruiser look. The chrome engine covers, wide tires, and sculpted tank give it an unmistakable presence. The classic version emphasized retro styling with spoked wheels and big fenders, while the A model had a more custom, stripped-down vibe. The Drifter Edition, inspired by Indian motorcycles, even came with full fenders and a solo saddle, a tribute to 1940s design. Performance isn't its main story, but the Vulcan 800 can hold its own. With a curb weight around 500 pounds, it's quick enough for freeway speeds and confident when overtaking. The front disc and rear drum brake setup provide adequate stopping power for its size, though many riders wish for a dual-disc option. Still, for cruising and weekend rides, the balance of comfort and control feels just right. Maintenance is straightforward. The carbureted setup is old school, so cleaning and tuning are part of the ownership experience. Electrical gremlins can appear in older units, often from corroded connectors or aging stators, but parts are still widely available thanks to the bike's popularity. It's not a modern fuel-injected machine, but that's part of its charm. The Vulcan 800 invites you to learn, tweak, and connect with your bike. Even today, used Vulcan 800s can be found for $2,000 to $4,000, depending on condition and model year. That's excellent value for a cruiser that looks this good and rides this smooth. Whether you're restoring one, using it for daily rides, or just chasing that old-school cruiser experience, the Kawasaki Vulcan 800 delivers far more than it costs. It's not about hype, it's about heart, reliability, and that unmistakable